Cowboys leaving no stone unturned, literally. They bring in Jayron Kearse, I believe, on Wednesday. And I think that it's more so of a special team training type of situation, or signing, I believe, if he is signed, and depth purposes. And it's just one of those things, whereas we got to leave no stone unturned. And his measurables, 6'4", 215-ish pounds, played at Clemson. So he's a big, tall type of safety there. And my thing is, the only highlight that I was able to find, and of course we just don't look for highlights, of course, but the only highlight that I found is one that he caught an interception on when he was with the Minnesota Vikings against Rain Dakota Prescott on a Hail Mary play, and I will post it on my Instagram. And my thing is, or Facebook, and my thing is, Cowboy Nation, leave no stone unturned. Always try to grind and find that one player that can maybe change something. And I know that we can't depend on a guy that's been bounced to team who is a glorified special teamer. But you got to understand, too, that not everybody is going to be Hall of Famers when you pick them up for a cup of coffee, right? Or grab them for a cup of coffee. Somebody asks, hey, man, how many cups of coffees do the Cowboys need to bring in? A bunch of cup of coffee. That's all it is. Look, they're trying to develop this situation hear me out, for depth purposes. You got to have depth on your team, and you got to have that grinder addition for special teams. So this is much to do about nothing, but they're just going to bring him in to see if he fits in with this system. And also, J.C. Horn this week will be in Dallas, will be entertaining the mind of the Cowboys and seeing where he can fit in, and they'll pick his brain to see if he can fit in with this system. Everybody is high on Pat Surtain right now, but after the pro day of J.C. Horn, maybe people will fall back in love with J.C. Horn. Some people never lost their love, basically. But football is a long journey. It's not a short one. And I think that this team, if they continue to try to find that one little item, or that one little player, basically, to help get them in the right direction, it can happen. I like the fact that they're leaving no stone unturned. Now, are they looking for the right types of stones? That's a story of a different day. I don't think that the Cowboys are out here looking in this free agency to say, okay, let's do these splash signings. No, it's going to be a gang of little small signings to hope that they find a diamond in the rough. And remember, my stance on this, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But you get with what you're looking for. And that's just how it is. You get what you're looking for. And that's what the Cowboys looking for. They looking for that bargain deal to help them out down the line. Now, we got to look into this draft when the draft time come around. Maybe, just maybe, they can find that spark plug from there. And while we are looking at the aspect of bringing in people for need purposes now in the free agency, the small little needs, maybe they can stand truth to what they believe in and draft best player available. Y'all say it with me, best player available, best player available, best player available, best player available. Let me say it one more time, best player available. That's what they need to do. They don't need to reach. They don't need to have that Daholism yoga flame. When he throw that flame out and he do that reach, they don't need to have that part of this. They just need to flat out study, stay true to their board, and when it's time to pick the right pick, make the pick. No politics in it. No, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. No. Cowboy Nation, they just need to sit back, watch this thing unfold, and when it get down to the draft time for your mind, is to pick the right people in those categories. Now, of course, Hooker and KZ, both of those guys, I do know. Every time I post this video, I see people in the inbox, injury. Achilles. I feel you, man. I absolutely feel you. I do. But we got to look at it like this. They just taking a flyer at these guys. They bringing them in. Maybe they have a little workout routine, and they have an agreement with their quote unquote agents, and they probably have something in writing. They probably have a contract or a clause that's within the confines of if a player get injured, we are only responsible for type of situation. That could be the situation. That could be the scenario. And when we look at it, there will be more signings, right? After the draft. And I like the fact that they bring it in. I guarantee you right now, Xavier Woods, he's sitting out there looking like, man, ain't nobody reaching out to me. Nobody's calling me, you know? So those are things on both sides of the coin when we look at it. We really do need help on defense. And I like the fact that they're bringing in people. Now, I know that this could be almost kind of like, nah, Law, we need to stay far, far away. But hell, I'm a gamblers with this. What's that guy name? Y'all help me out. I think his last name is Wilson. That took his shirt off and did something egregious over there. And I believe he played for the Miami. He's an offensive lineman. Hell, why you at it? Bring him in. If the situation and the case of whatever going on with him does not lead to a game or games suspension. So maybe you even pick up the phone and say, hey, we still battling this thing out with offensive linemen and slash tackles and guards or what have you. I think his name is Isaiah Wilson. Y'all post his name down below. Y'all help a brother out. HBO this day. But I look at it, Cowboys, as leave no stone unturned. Try to continue to figure out if you can find that one person that can help you out down the line. Now, going back to Jayron Kearse, hell of a last name, right? Because I'm thinking of the other guy that really was on that defensive front, and I think it was named Jayron Kearse, right? Yeah, I'm thinking of that type of, when I hear that name, right? He got a hell of a name, and they say he can lay the wood. So if they like what they like out of him, and they bring him in, and he can be like, a guy that can say, okay, this is the third chance I got, and I want to really showcase to the world because I think he played for the Minnesota Vikings as well as the Lions. This will be his third or fourth chance on a different team, different environment. We all know how this thing can shake out. I'm not going to sit here and sully and denigrate the guy, but I'm going to look at it and be like, all right, cool. Let's see what he can bring to the table. If he's hungry enough, and can he give us more? Let me say it again, more than 25%, more than 50%, more than 60%, more than 70%. If he look at this thing and say, hey, I'm going to give you guys 110%. I want to get back to these things because I was doing it over there in Clemson land. I was doing it over there in this land. Hey, bring it. Bring it. We want all types of mindset. We want that type of grind action too. And it can flat out happen. I'm not here to just rain on anybody parade. So, Cowboy Nation, post me down some thoughts. Who you guys got in your mind or on your mind that you would like for the Cowboys to bring in since they bringing in these type of guys? Post it down below. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. We out. Peace.